Ladies and gentlemen, Saunch here. Welcome back to yet another installment here on the Bodybuilding News Network. We're going to be doing contest coverage of the 2022 IFBB Tsunami Pro, where James Hollingshead has come out with the win and the Olympia qualifications. So if you're interested, make sure you stay tuned. And of course, if you enjoy this style of content, please consider liking the video. And if you enjoy the channel in general, please consider subscribing. But let's go ahead and go into the lineup. Now, we had quite a few interesting names here on the scorecard. People of the nature of James Hollingshead. Jamie Christian Joe Hall was on the scorecard, but he will be doing the Legion Sports today. So obviously, you cannot do both of them with the time zone. It's something like a 10-hour flight, so it's just not going to happen. But James Hollingshead did announce that he would be here, coming out with the win after, I believe, a very close battle with former 212 competitor Alfred Chiriac, who did the, I think he won the Prague or the Romania a few years ago in the 212. Really nice structure, beautiful physique, great conditioning. In my opinion, probably the best conditioning on stage. I think that when you look at Hollingshead, he did come out on top because of the size and the combination of the conditioning. He brought just enough conditioning to beat out Alfred, in my opinion. Falling to third, I think surprisingly, Marc Hector, probably the favorite to win or play second. He did get beat out from the young Alfred Chiriac. And again, I think just the conditioning just beat him out. Marc almost looks distended, not the midsection in a bad way. He almost looks too long. The midsection looks too long, to where he just looked a little stringy next to some of these more complete, thicker and dense competitors. Enrico Hoffman, a former 212 guy, I believe this was his open debut, placing fourth, and then Milan Sadek placing fifth. Now there was the Brazilian fellow, I forgot his name. Really favorite guy, had the crazy tricep side shot. I can't think of his name. He did not place in the top 6, which is really surprising. I didn't even know he was doing the show, but you know, that could be probably a whole nother video. I'm sure there might be some questions there, but I did want to say, looking at these front shots here of you know, all the top 4, I thought that this was a pretty fair shot, a pretty fair call. James's legs did look, you know, quite a bit larger than the other competitors, and he did have, for the most part, a very good conditioned physique. Now, the front and lat spread, I wouldn't say that the front shots are very strong for him. The chest, it just isn't very prominent. It doesn't really jump out at you, and the midsection is very washed out. There's nothing really there. He has no, I hate to say it like that, but his abdominals aren't very protrusive. You don't really see them. It's a very flat, tapered look. He pushes the rib cage upwards to show that vacuum, to accentuate the chest, making the upper body look bigger, making the midsection look smaller. Whereas if you're flexing the abdominals, potentially could make your midsection look just a tad bit thicker. So I think that was a good strategy for him doing that. You know, to each their own. I would have liked to see a little bit cleaner of a midsection, tighter, more defined abs. But, you know, no big deal there. And then from the back, I feel like it was also, you know, pretty dominant from James. Marc Hector did look good. I also thought that Alfred did look very competitive from the back as well. You could make the argument to put Marc Hector above Alfred just based off the back. But I think overall it was a pretty solid call. It's a good show. And it was in Rome. So it's nice to see Italy has a lot of shows this year. I'm not sure if that's with restrictions or it's just, you know, Italy's just really growing in their fan base, just like Brazil is. But that'll do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's just my coverage of the Tsunami Pro. Quickly, I hope you enjoyed this coverage, the photos. Make sure you check out the athletes in the description of the video and go ahead and support them. Follow them on Instagram and check out their sponsors. You can check out my links in the description of the video as well if you want to support me in that avenue. Merch is at bodybuildingnews.net, and please subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I'm Saunch, your host. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.